Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Immigrant Section. Happy 2022 New Year. If you're watching this later on, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, now you know when the episode dropped. Welcome back. It's your boy Abbas Wahab here. Feeling good. I got my homie in the studio with me today. He's been on many times. Needs no introduction. My guy Hassan Chaudhry.
What's up?
How are you feeling about these fucking lockdowns, man? Shit, another one. We're going back in.
That's retarded. But before we start that, you mustered up a lot of energy out of nowhere, and that was very.
You like that, huh?
It was exciting. It was kind of marvelous.
Yeah.
Tell
them. Give the people watching and listening an A and B.
Okay.
Like, from your point of view.
So before he started the episode, he was looking around and everything. It was kind of like, is everything in order? And then he puts this smile on, and like the Johnny Carson show, and a boss just brings it.
It was like this. I'll give everybody a round about it. Okay, we're good. All right. Remember, just keep your chest open to the camera. Okay. All right. You want a hat or should we just cut? You're good with the scalp? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. And you know what I mean?
I'm coming to terms with it.
Because you know what it is? A couple of times I've, I edit all my own episodes.
Yeah.
So I'll throw the audio on.
Yeah.
I'll do my standard editing for it.
Yeah.
And I'll hear the beginning. I'll be like, it'll be like a time that I smoked a joint. Like I don't smoke before episodes. Because, people, when I listen to podcasts, I don't want like when it's like, okay, when it's usually somebody of at least moderate energy.
Right.
When you hear, okay, welcome back, you're like, oh, this is already.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You know what it is? I've noticed only this thing with smoking weed is like, if you smoke weed with someone you're not comfortable with, it's not going to be good.
Yeah. With any drug that goes, except for alcohol.
Yeah.
But alcohol is different.
But it's haram.
Yes, exactly. And then the camera's cut, all they hear is clink.
If we're going to play that at ISIS. I mean, sorry, at ISNAF.
You know what I like? I've said this before, but I like that you're like, you're like a pretty practicing Muslim. I mean, you're not living out. You bought a house. My boy here got that engineering salary. You did it right. He didn't quit engineering for comedy. He did them both. I don't know how you're doing it, bro.
I mean, I'm just I'm not even doing engineering. I'm just doing some shit.
You're doing it. Don't play it off. But yeah.
I'm working.
HVAC.
HVAC.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a secret.
I'm a male stripper.
They're thinking it's on some Tony Stark shit or something. Yeah. No, but like you're doing it right.
They're gonna go to Remington's and they're gonna see me just whipping around a helicopter on stage.
I don't think he's broke at all. Did I tell you back in the day that when I used to have a 435 BMW lease when I lived in the States.
What year is this?
What year is 2016. The car was a 2014.
Oh shit!
I ordered it new from BMW.
Right.
Yeah. This is like that moment a rapper gets money and they do something stupid.
Right.
This is when a young engineer gets money.
Oh, okay.
Same
got
thing.
Paid. Okay.
Yeah,
how much were the payments,
bro? The car was worth 65.
Yeah.
And my annual salary was 60.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I was like, it's a lease. The payments were with insurance a G a month.
Oof.
Yeah. It was the dumbest move ever.
Yeah.
But I learned my lesson. But the point is that I got the car. I had it for 3 years. And it was only that final year of the car that I started stand-up.
Okay.
So I'm an open micer. My first year.
Showing up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, I told my girlfriend, I used to park around the corner. Because one time I pulled up to with open micers. And it was like that nice Estoril blue. It's called like sky blue.
Right.
Sexy fucking black wheels.
Right.
When you suck on stage, you can't pull up in a ride like that.
Yeah, that makes
they
you look like...
They tear into you, bro.
Yeah, that or makes you look like just a producer or something.
Like that guy acts or something. Which gives them even more like ammo to hate. No one hates anyone more than someone who's already successful.
Also, when you show up to... Like, a lot of these guys are coming either by subway or bicycle.
If that, you know what I mean?
Or they're walking.
So I just learned I'd park around the corner, and it'd be like some people would know me for months.
Humble. You were a humble open micer.
I just didn't want to deal with the hate. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
You know what I mean? It's like being a guy who's 3 days into it, and like showing up to the open mic with 2 girls around your hands and bombing hard in front of everyone. The comedians are gonna be like, yeah, maybe don't bring them next time.
Yeah,
maybe don't bring the entourage, Playboy. Yeah, Little Wayne over here, Jay-Z over here. Maybe leave the fan club at. You know what I mean?
Right.
Same type of shit. But one time, I'm doing a show. This is like 8 months into it. It's one of the first shows I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's in North Bay. It's in like north of San Francisco, just like near Sonoma and like wine country.
Yeah.
And the way we were getting paid, we're passing the bucket.
Right.
You know, that's when you pass the bucket, everybody splits what's in it. And we pass the bucket, we get paid, and at the end of the show, me and the host are getting into the Beamer to go back home.
Oh, okay.
And some other people were getting into their cars from the show. The one guy just yells out, yo, they're fucking hustling us, man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I was like, I did like a 4 out of 10, you know what I mean? But they thought it was a big fucking scheme.
Just to make money. But there's money in comedy.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, this fucking crazy. It's a gold rush. I saw a guy in a BMW, 6 minutes. Just terrible.
You know what? Okay, this is another thing I'll tell you is there's been a few people, like Pakistani people, that have told me, like, they're like, yo, why don't you just see the people on the Pakistani people on TV and just take their act? Like, a few people told me that. Like, that's like normal thing to do. They're like, yeah, you just take lines from him. You take lines from him.
They're like, they can't find out. They don't have the internet over there.
I'm like, well, not even that. I'm just like, yeah, but that's not the point. And they don't get it. They look at me like I'm a retard. They look at me like I'm stupid.
I could see it. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm seeing it, but keep going.
Yeah, they're like, yo, why are you not taking lines from these like legends? I mean, some are pretty good, but like they're like, why are you not taking lines from these guys? You should be just take from here, one from there, and they're like, just do it, and like you don't have to ever think or whatever. And you already know it works, but I'm just like, it's not.
It doesn't work like that at all.
It doesn't work. And first, it's in Urdu or whatever. I don't know if it's gonna work. Secondly, that's not the fucking...
Yeah, exactly. That's like going to corporate, be like, bro, you get emails all the time and you have to send emails all the time. Why don't you just send the emails you get, bro?
Something like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you're not writing your own emails, bro.
Yeah.
Just send the email that pretty much is the same idea of what you're trying to communicate.
Right.
And change the intro and outro, bro.
And you tell them, you're like, no, but in art, you can't do that. And they're like, no. But they're trying to like...
They're thinking of it like it's a test and you have to pass. And they can't even conceive that
job requirements
you're getting up there because you want to say a thing.
Right.
A specific thing.
Yeah. That's in your own head.
Even if you don't know how to make it that funny.
Right. It's in your own head.
You want to say it.
Right.
That's the whole point of this.
Right.
They're like, bro, you're going to fail the test. Just do something that you know works. Like, it doesn't.
It's not the same. Yeah,
that's so funny.
For the immigrants.
Were these like engineering students? That's the most engineering student.
It is very...
Bro, just get the assignment from the upper years, bro.
These guys are just random dudes. Yeah. My brother's friend, my friend, and my brother-in-law. Yeah. But yeah. My brother-in-law doesn't get humor.
You had COVID, right? I'm doing this 2022 no transition. Hashtag no transition.
I think twice. Bam,
they say you can't get it twice.
I've had it like a long time ago. Most vaccinated people got COVID.
Bro, everyone should just get it at this point. Let's just get it. Ontario has the total wrong approach. Yeah. For those listening that are not in Ontario, we just announced that this is going to release, tomorrow, Tuesday. On Wednesday, full lockdowns again. Like you can leave the fucking house, but no dine-in anymore. It's shitty. I was just in Nashville.
Right.
Literally for a week.
Yeah.
And it's funny how remember the beginning of this where Canada was like, we took coverage first and look at America's numbers. Look at them. Everyone, look at us wearing masks. Look at our compliance levels. We're the best. America's still stupid. Mm-hmm. And then the vaccines came out and America flexed capitalism and got their people vaccinated in like 30 minutes.
Right.
And it took us like 6 months.
Yeah.
And they got over it way faster. Like there, it's kind of like, you don't really hear about Omicron there. Like I'm passing by a bunch of places.
What about masks? Like people wear masks inside, outside?
A couple of the trendy places I went to, they were like, we highly encourage you to wear a mask.
Okay.
But I never went into a single place that forced me to put on. And I made a note not to wear a mask.
Because over here, when you go to some places, it's like a point of like, oh yeah, we're doing so good. Like we're helping you out by wearing all the masks, and the person in the back, the chef in the back has a mask, and this person, like everybody, like, yeah.
It's all, they say, did you watch Succession?
No.
It's all optics. That's what they keep saying this in the high level corporate world. It's like, it's all optics. It's all optics. And that's what it is too.
Yeah.
Like when I book a gig and the makeup lady who's doing like, she's fucking puffing my face or whatever the fuck.
Right. You had makeup done before the show?
Depending on like what it is.
How
they
different
put
do you
makeup
look?
on you. Not that different.
Not that different,
They just
okay.
all the like acne scars and little like bumps.
My boss becomes Michael Jackson.
Yeah, they're like, we want you more. We're looking for more of a universal
Can
appeal.
you do like let's see your moonwalk one
Yeah.
time? Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, what about this? They're like, great, lighten him 30%, lighten him 40%. But they put it on.
Yeah.
The lady who puts the makeup on during COVID,
Yeah.
it's the funniest shit you've ever seen. Like, she's wearing the X-ray apron they give you as
Yeah,
a
yeah,
dentist.
yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah.
wearing that shit, like Piccolo training with weight or some shit.
Okay.
She's got the full mask, like. She looks like she's about to weld, bro.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because she's close to the talent, as they say, she has a mask, the thing, and the thing over. You know when the thing over?
Yeah.
She has two things and the thing over and an apron and like long yellow, like she's gonna stick her hands up a horse's ass or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Right.
Who is this for? And she's sweating. She's in a trailer all day. I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah. She could probably die.
Asphyxiate. Yeah. Like, how are you breathing in that?
Yeah. Man, whenever I see some people like with 2 masks, I'm just like, Jesus, bro, you should just stay home. Like, if you're that paranoid, like, you shouldn't come out.
2 masks is the new version of adopting a black child from Africa. You know what I mean? It's like, we found a cheaper route. We're lesbians, but we don't have to adopt anymore. We'll just double mask and they'll know our contribution. They know how invested we are in progression.
Oh, man.
Like that. What are you doing? You know?
Right. Yeah, that is true. I don't know. But when you talk to like the people that are like so scared of it, like there's just no breaking that wall, and they're constantly trying to break the other. It's just like it's going nowhere, and it's just I don't know. I mean, at this point, like I've given up on whatever happens. Like if a lockdown happens, like the fuck, like what? Where am I gonna riot? Like just Saturdays, go Dundas Square and walk up and down.
In a couple of years, it'll be the same thing as chickenpox, where they're like, Timmy got chickenpox. Timmy got COVID. Oh, bring all the kids with him and let's let them all get COVID.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
well, that's what it should have been. I don't know.
I mean, it's not that it's too late, but like, can we at least look at how other people are doing it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's all this data under us that we're just like, nope, we will continue how we govern how we govern.
What do you?
This is Canada. We have fucking Bieber bits or whatever.
Right? Yeah, Tim Biebs.
Tim Biebs.
Today I was on Tim Hortons and this one guy ordered. He's like, "Can I get the Tim Biebs?" Wow,
Brown dude.
Yo, go back to Bombay.
For those listening to audio, he just shrugged at the end. Like, I got nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I got.
what I heard it like, cause he was, you know what it was, cause he kind of cut me off in line a bit, and he was like super. It was with his wife and super like excited to make the order, and I was just like, "Yo, come, like, fucking take it easy." And he's like, "One sugar, one this," and I was like, just paranoid about everything. He's like, "Can I get what Tim Biebs?" I was like, "Ah, fuck it. You know what? Fuck."
Tim Biebs, you know that song. I get my picture down in Florida. Yeah.
You know when I
Very good song, brother. Wallahi, very good song. MashaAllah. Justin Bieber, wallahi, this guy. Well, MashaAllah, man.
change your life.
He's very good singer.
Yeah.
Very good singer.
Not for the daughters. Not
Do you think Canada's even letting in immigrants at this point? Are they letting in people?
Okay. COVID, the fucking
You're in Brampton. You're like in
yeah.
ground zero.
Right.
So you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
them right.
I mean-
You see the motherfucker getting out of a cab with just doing the look around.
Well,
his
not-
cousin being like, "Good luck."
Well, and 6 guys greet him outside the house.
Yeah.
Well, you see on TikTok every once in a while, like, of like, there's like these Punjabi guys or whatever, and like there's like 18, not 8, like 7 in one room, and you're like, but I don't think they're living in one room, but I think they're probably like 2 in a room, 2 or maybe 3.
Of course, yeah. You see it all the time. My buddy, like,
Quite a lot.
My buddy has places, and he'll rent to these guys sometimes, but he doesn't like it because he's like, there's shit gets damaged. There'll be like
Right.
4 people to a room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a lot, yo.
It's crazy. It'll be like 8 people in the house to 1 bathroom. You know, between all the rooms, and they'll make it work. Everyone's paying like $148 a month.
So when I went to Calgary like a long time ago, I wanted to get a cheap place, and I saw like online, this ad said like, $200 a month in downtown core. I was like, yo.
And then it said Indian international students only.
That I don't remember. It might have been. But I went in there, and then this guy's like, okay, yeah. So he shows me the living room. There's 2 guys in the living room. And then he's like, this is the other room. And then in the room, there's already 2 other guys.
He's like, I would have asked him to leave, but I wanted you to understand clearly what this was.
Yeah.
He's like, God damn.
And then I was like, so this is we're all staying in one place. He's like, yeah. He's like, I go to the restaurant in the morning. I was like,
He's just tapping on the clipboard that shows the monthly rate, like 200.
Yeah,
You're looking back. You're looking over at them like it's not that bad.
I know, man. I mean, if it was one guy, I don't know. If it was one guy and there was like a separator in the middle, maybe. I don't know.
It's one of those like rules of life that you learn over and over and over, especially immigrants. And sometimes the older generation, they don't even learn it. They're so stubborn.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for. You know what I mean? My dad, he would buy a busted car after a busted car to avoid putting one lump sum toward a good car.
Right.
And he would spend every month at the mechanic.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Car after car, I saw it happen. And I'm just like, you gotta get a, like, fuck. You know what I mean? And I've been burned so many times.
Abbas is getting his dad a car for Happy Father's Day.
Yeah!
Mr. I don't know his name.
Little confetti falls right now. It's a fucking Saturn View or
that's
View,
not bad.
whatever the fuck.
Hey, not bad. That's a good gift. Fuck. I've been ashamed. I'm ashamed because I never. You know, you're on YouTube and you see sometimes some of these kids buy their. I don't know if it's like a rental or whatever. They get their dads like a fucking sick car, and then I'm just like, I've just been a burden on my dad.
Yeah, and you just put it off. Yeah. Your dad's waiting for tea in the other room.
My dad's still working. Shit.
Yeah.
Sad.
That's your dad. Your dad's actually your dad's clutch. A couple weeks back, I'm at the London crib and the furnace stops working. I guess your dad's like a furnace fucking master or some shit. You're in the furnace business, bro. Pakistan. I didn't know. You know, every like ethnicity will corner a trade.
Right.
I didn't know Pakistanis cornered HVAC.
You know what it is? I think we're slowly getting into it now.
They're taking over HVAC.
I guess so, but that's not a good thing. Cause like, you know how like, cause things like everybody wants to make money, and then they'll start doing Pakistani prices, and those aren't good prices.
Yeah.
You've been to a Pakistani mechanic, and you're like,
you get what you pay for.
Well, but not even that. Like you go to Canadian Tire, it'll be 80% off that. If you go to a Pakistani,
yeah. And it has to be cash.
Yeah,
it has to be cash.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the type of places where if you ask for a receipt, it'll be like insulting almost.
Right.
We started doing this work at this price,
Sure.
assuming there's we know it's fucking cash. What are you talking about, receipt?
Yeah.
I just went to a place that was cash only too.
Right.
That was again back in the day when I could like expense stuff, I would get nicer stuff.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, I want that person to be there and honor the service of what they provided.
Right.
Because you got to pay for that. You got to pay
Okay.
for service and customer
Sure.
service.
Okay.
Right? If this shit goes south, when you pay these prices
Yeah.
and it goes south,
Right.
you can't you don't have a lot of leave room when you come back and be like, honor the thing. And they're like, no, that's the cost of the attempt. You know what I
So
mean?
you know what
that's what you paid for. The
Yeah.
attempt of me fixing your muffler.
I've been back to there's two sad things. Okay, I'll tell you the sad thing first. So one time I got my radiator fan fixed and it didn't get fixed. And then I told my dad, I was like, you know what? Because my dad's like, yo, did it get fixed? I was like, nah, it still fucking heats up. My dad's like, you gotta go back to that mechanic and you gotta tell him what the fuck is up.
Ethnically, the mechanic. Give me the deets.
Pakistani guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he's like, you gotta tell him what the fuck is up. I was like, nah, I'll just go to another person. He's just like, no. He's like, get in the car right now.
Yeah.
We got in the car. We went to the mechanic shop, and my dad, he's like, no, you took money from him. You fix it. And then I was like, in the back, I was like, yeah, you fix it, bro.
That's us, like fucking first generation, like cuck bitches.
Oh.
We're just like in the back.
What a bitch.
Yeah, he has to honor it.
I had to go home and watch porn to feel like a man again.
Yeah. Dad, he's like, and your dad's over his shoulder. No, finish.
I had to watch
Hassan.
I had to watch big dick porn to be like a man again.
Hassan, no, not lesbians. Hassan, big dick porn. You have small, you need big. See how they act.
This is okay. But
the second time.
So then afterwards, and also I worked at a mechanic shop afterwards too. So now I go back if something's up because they know people do that. Sometimes they do some dirty ass shit. There's some dirty things they do. Like, let's say you say $70 to change brake pads, right? And they'll give you like 65. They'll be like, they'll just like give you 65. You're like, no, but it was 70. And
oh, that's what people do.
Yeah,
that's what my dad did my whole youth, bro. I hated that. So we went to one mechanic my whole like youth, and in the first like 5 years of me having a car, I'd
Yeah.
go back to them.
Right.
And I would always tip them.
Yeah.
Like with other mechanics, I'm like looking for a deal.
Right.
But with them specifically, Abu Muhammad in London,
Yeah.
A&M Auto on 3rd Street,
All right.
I 20 years plus.
Yeah.
I would tip
Yeah.
extra,
Yeah.
almost in an effort to repay all those years of my dad.
Oh,
Because
for
my
real,
dad
man?
was that guy. My dad would, first of all, his move, he'd show up with Timbits or Tim
Oh, yeah,
Beebs.
that's-
You show up with a snack.
Yeah,
You show up
yeah.
with a $3 snack
Right,
in an
right.
effort to get $40 off, right? And
Right.
like if they only are like budging by 20,
Yeah.
he'll just put like just 10 shy of.
Oh.
And then he'll put in the front pocket. Oh, look. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, dude. Come on,
I
man.
know. That pisses you off. Fucking.
I'm like a
hard,
kid, like, fuck, no. Shit.
can we
And he
switch-
was the nicest guy ever. He's like,
Oh, he's a good guy?
Oh, amazing. And he's still there. Like a lot of people running a lot of the stuff, but he's
Yeah.
still there. He's Abu Muhammad. It's like,
Okay, that's the guy.
Yeah, Muhammad's
Okay.
dad. That's like how Arabs name.
Yeah.
Your name is the Abu, your oldest son's name.
Right. Switching gears for 1 second.
Okay. So, anyways, back to dad watching me watch porn.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say before I forget to ask this because there's, what gets you excited about stand up now?
Damn, bro, you. Where did that come from? What the fuck?
No, because we only got an hour.
Yeah, well, we can go. It's free. I say I go roughly for an hour, but it's not
Okay.
like an hour. These cameras turn off. Fuck! It's
They
an
come in.
8-second countdown. Wrap it up. Say your Instagram tag quick.
Yeah.
What am I excited about stand up now? Well, it's
What
literally
gets you
going
excited
away.
about stand up?
Everything, bro. I haven't been on stage in like 6 days because of the trip.
Does it-
I'm fucking third. I have a mic spot tonight and tomorrow before the lockdown hits.
Okay, so
Bro, I
you're
have a
still
bunch
excited.
of new bits I want. Like,
Oh, right.
bro, I'm
You're still
amped.
excited, eh?
Yeah, I'm fucking amped.
I don't know. Sometimes when I feel like there's like, if there's less than 4 people, I don't know. I'd rather do crack. That's what
I get the sentiment 100% too. I get the sentiment. I would say less than 4 is okay. 3 exactly.
Right.
4 is the exact point.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, what's it called when you suspended disbelief or whatever? You can pretend
Right.
this is a show.
Sure.
4 and north of that.
Yeah.
But 3 and below. 2, which I've done, and
Yeah.
I've done for 1.
I mean, I'll still do 2. Like, I'll do. I'm not sounding better. I'll still do 0.
but it's a nightmare. Yeah.
Oh, it's-
And is there
I
anything?
will do 0. I will not do 0.
Imagine the show where it's like, and this happens all the time. Sadly enough, it'll be like 3 people in the audience.
Yeah.
And the host comes, okay, look, so the mic doesn't work, but we're just gonna project.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
yeah.
just like, just shoot us all in the face.
Yeah.
What are we doing, bro?
Right.
I keep a microphone in my glove box all the time.
Oh yeah. Eh?
Yeah.
Oh, just in case that happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I was saying, I can't wait till the day that, like in my comedy career, that
Yeah.
when the mic doesn't work, you
show.
don't do the show.
Right.
That's when you know you fucking made it, bro.
True. Fair.
Because I'm still at that place where everyone's like, yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
It's like there's 2.5 people in the audience. The mic doesn't work. Should we
yeah.
call it?
Yeah.
No. You know, everyone's like a seagull.
Man. Well, not even that, man. If you haven't done your spot, you're just like, but this
You
is
hate
fair.
yourself, but
Oh,
you're like,
yeah,
I
it
drove
is.
your fuck. You don't even answer. You know, everyone else will say yes.
Yeah, for
You're just
sure.
like,
yeah. Fuck.
you know what's happening.
What's the longest you've ever waited for a spot?
Oh, that's a great question. Like in a night?
Yeah.
Probably 2.5 to 3 hours.
Okay. I think I was at 3 to 4 too. And then I did get
In
it.
the last hour and a half, you just hate yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're just kind of like, you hate you. It's like you feel like it feels like a slave who sees an open door and he doesn't go through it.
Right.
Even though he has the opportunity to run.
yeah.
And you're just kind of like, I'm weak.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
fucking weak.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, and you're
I
just-
deserve to fucking die.
I don't know why, but like if you left, like I don't know, for some reason, if you left, you're like, if you feel guilty, you're like, oh, but I had that opportunity to get better, even though no one was gonna be there except for maybe the host.
That's what you don't realize. It's just a mental battle at the end because slowly but surely, that whole time you're waiting, these are humans watching and they trickle out. No
Right.
one, this isn't like the Comedy Store in LA where people stay the whole 4 hours.
Right.
That's not what this is.
Right.
You get people spilling in here, people spilling out. It's a flux, inflow, outflow.
Right.
And near the end, the tail end of it, at bet, remember the Ossington back in the day? That's a good example of one that would go like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's the first like mic I ever signed up at. Like I went there and I saw the list and it said 75 people and it was all names.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, okay, I think I'm not gonna do comedy.
Yeah. You're like, and I remember back in the day where you'd like, You'd wait, you'd battle your mind. There'd be nobody there at the end. You'd do your set, whether it went good or bad.
Right.
Usually you would leave being like, you know what, I'm happy I stayed. And then there came a point where I would like waiting 3 hours happens like once or twice. That's not normal. The max I'll wait is like an hour and a half, 2 hours, right?
Right.
But like one of those 2 hour times happened.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that was not worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 100%. The moment I saw where I was on that list, that I was like, I'm the type of comic to stay.
Right.
I should have been the type of comic to get go the fuck home. You know? Because at one point there's diminishing returns. There's it's not the amount of stage time I put in.
Right.
Doesn't make it. It's not justified for me to wait 2.5 hours for this 4 minutes. Well, because I know in a couple of days I'll have an opportunity to do 20 minutes on time. You know what I mean? So it's like, let me go live on Instagram and try to crack jokes. Let me go do something. Let me go and watch a movie or jerk off. Or let me go to sleep. Let me go fight a stranger.
Right.
Anything.
Let me just look up.
Let me go have a life experience. You know what I mean?
That's what sometimes like, because I would just leave. I wouldn't hang out with my buddies. I'm like, nah, I gotta go do this mic, which no one shows up at. And then so I'm like, man,
they're like, fuck, I left the fun as shit.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so thankful and like appreciative that fucking COVID happened, because the silver lining of COVID is that it broke me out of the spell of stand-up as a drug.
Yeah.
You know why stand-up comedy has so many addicts? Because people get addicted to stand-up comedy. People get sober and immediately become comics.
Yeah.
You see open micers all the time that just got sober. They need the new thing.
Right.
And it's almost every night, so you can go get your fix, your adrenaline, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was straight up classically addicted to that shit. And COVID broke me out of it.
Right.
I would have never gone on a 5-day trip where I wouldn't have had any stage time.
Right.
And I wouldn't have planned all the shows before COVID.
Sure.
Now I'm just like, I can not be on stage, and I know I'm not gonna be like, you don't lose it.
Yeah.
It's like I can't go 5 days without riding a bike. I'll forget. I'll forget.
Right. But I do sometimes feel a bit out of rhythm, but that it takes a little bumping, falling, and then you slowly get
2 sets, 3 sets.
2-3 sets, something like that.
Grind the rust off. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like, I will periodically take time off on purpose. No, I just I love Nashville. I want to take them on Nashville.
Right.
I've been waiting for the border to open for 1.5 years.
Right.
I'm like, it's looking like it's about to close. Let's fucking drive down.
You don't have to justify it, Abbas. It's okay if you missed comedy, if you didn't do stand-up. Because a real comic would still do stand-up. A real comic would still do stand-up.
It's over. You clearly don't love it, and it's visible. Know that. Know that.
Now you're a podcaster from now on, and that is it.
That's the scary thing, too.
Oh, yeah?
No, not really. More so with acting, because acting is picking up now, and I can see a point where it's like, I hit the crossroads.
You're in movies now? Or more commercials?
No, a bunch of TV shit. I have NDAs. I'll tell you after. I can't say it.
Oh, you can't
here,
say it. Okay.
But like legit shit.
Oh, nice. Good
yeah.
for you. Nice.
The most recent one I got was, I can't wait for this shit to air.
Yeah.
Because like, this is something that my whole career I can go back to and be like, damn, what the fuck?
Oh,
it's like,
it's already shot?
No, it's not at all.
It's not shot. Okay.
It's not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'll
Nice.
tell you.
All right. Cool. Oh, real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's pretty good.
How crazy is that?
That is pretty crazy.
It just landed in my pocket somehow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty good.
They have NDAs like crazy.
What's NDA?
Because it's like non-disclosure agreement.
Oh, yeah.
Every step of the way. It's crazy, bro.
Oh, you can't say a word or whatever?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Yeah. It's but like, and I'm not even like the biggest fan. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they actually said it, I'll say that shit after. But anyways, it's picking up.
Okay.
Faster than I would have expected.
Yeah.
So I can see a crossroads, because every time you book something, it's such a fucking time commitment.
Right.
First of all, it takes acting. There's like no respect for the actor. Is like a tiny pawn in the grand scheme of what this project is.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Of comedy?
No, of like a movie or a TV show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the actor is just a little pawn.
Yeah.
So they're not subject to any like sort of like transparency. They're not like, hey, so you know, like we're thinking this, therefore your days may shift. No. They give you like a day of advance. They give you the minimum amount of time advance warning. They wait till the last second. I'm talking like 12 hours.
Okay.
Before anything is done.
Okay.
Before they tell you. Like it'll be like right now, what time is it? 7, 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Let's say I was shooting something tomorrow. It's very likely in acting,
Yeah.
I would not know where I needed to go or what time I'd need to be there, even right now.
Oh.
Even right now.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yeah, just stand by. You should have your call time and information by midnight. Like, so you don't know shit. So
Right.
tomorrow I could just find out, oh, by the way, you know that show, that those 2 shows you had
right.
tomorrow? You're not
Yeah.
going to be on them.
Okay, so it goes like that.
Yeah, all the time. I don't know if it's a day shoot or a night shoot. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how long I'm going to be there, you know?
Right.
And the more stuff you book, it's like multiple days. And if you get on a show, there's like a week taken up. So you could see
right.
like at one point, the acting will like, you'll hit a crossroads of
Yeah,
being
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what am I
Which way you gonna go?
prioritizing?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I'm going to go stand up. Like
Okay.
without a doubt, I'm going to go stand up because
But what if acting pays more money?
it pays more money 100%.
Right.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now it does.
And later on?
Later on, it's like there's no even if stand up pays 50% of acting, and
Okay.
right now stand up pays 5% of acting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially with the fucking lockdown stand up being canceled. You know what I mean?
So I can make $200 from stand-up, or I can make $5,000 from acting.
No, acting is like it's like a gun for hire. You're auditioning all the time. You don't know what's gonna happen,
Yeah, fair
but you
enough.
book one thing,
Yeah.
and that's your rent for that month.
That's good.
So it's that little game of like, and I went 7 months without booking anything. I was driving
Right.
Uber Eats like crazy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like that
yeah.
kind of game. But at least stand up, you can book your dates. I know I got the talent. What?
Yeah.
There's spots in Edmonton. Let me go to Edmonton. I
Okay.
can take this
yeah.
skill I have built.
Sure.
And acting's not, and total freedom. And you work only. Stand up is better. Like
But
when
that-
you have, I don't want to say succeeded, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when you're a respectable headliner,
Yeah.
the life of a stand-up is so much better than the life
In
of
Canada?
an actor. Anywhere. Like, I mean, if you're doing fine, and, you know, my goal is to go to America, 100%.
Right. Because in
Now-
America, I could see it being respectable because, like, you're going from club to club, I
Forget
guess.
about respectable.
I mean, working.
Yeah.
Working.
Living off of it.
Living off.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know.
I'd rather be doing stand-up all month than book a role in a movie everyone knows
Right, yes.
1 month.
Right.
And then just be like, I was in San Francisco 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and I was at Cobb's, and Cobb's, Jamie Kennedy was coming.
Uh-huh.
They said, Jamie Kennedy from Malibu's Most Wanted on the marquee.
Right.
That movie's 20 years old, bro.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, no, for sure, like, stand-up is probably more worth it, and it's probably
There's
more...
zero comparison.
Yes. Yeah.
Acting is this thing I booked is Viacom,
Right.
which is like the fucking devil, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah.
That's like the highest level, like corporation network, CBS and Viacom. Like, you know what I mean?
Warner
That's
Brothers
like
up there.
Rockefeller,
Yeah,
like, you know?
right.
So it's like the amount of COVID questionnaires and bullshit and people who are emailing me. Before you go do your COVID test, do this questionnaire and show up with a thing to
Right.
get the green pass so you can get the COVID test so you can
Right.
show up to the fitting tomorrow.
Oh, fuck.
And every second, do this. Can you do all of our? I booked one day on the set.
Yeah.
They sent me 9 trainings. That I'd have to watch their video like a fucking
Damn.
dumbass. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like they're like, always wash your hands in between the hand,
So
and
it's
then
a
they
fucking-
test you.
Oh, do
you
they?
always wash your hands? Like, retarded
okay.
test.
Yeah. Oh, that's annoying.
Eight of them. Like I'm like this is, and then as I'm doing it, I'm like, oh yeah, this breath of fresh air, even though it's like a good thing,
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. This is terrible. You
Yeah,
know?
right.
This is terrible.
Stand up is a lot of
It's a
fun.
Wild West.
Yeah, man, it is a lot of fun if like there's a crowd and everybody's having a good time.
But it takes. Forget about the good time. You
Yeah.
can't control that.
Right.
A crowd is. It's just a crowd.
Okay, fair enough.
You right?
Yeah, fair enough.
That's on you for the good
even
time.
if it's a bad
As long
bad
as
show.
it's a sold out show and everyone
That's
bombs. Hey, you know
it-
that's a story.
Let's make it a good bomb.
yeah, exactly. That's a totally different thing.
Let's make it a bomb so this motherfucker never books me again.
yeah. They're burning a bridge.
Yeah.
Yo, you're gonna love this. I right before, and like some of the people there listen to the podcast. Right before the New Year, what was it, the 24th or something? I got invited to do some like there's some freaking like community group in like Scarborough called I forget what it's called, but they're like a grouping of a lot of like Somalian like young African
Okay.
first generation diaspora.
Okay.
They're all like It was actually pretty funny. They're all very religious.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I understood upon arrival.
Right. Yeah.
I did not know it in advance. They said we couldn't pay you. They're like, oh, we can't pay you. You know what I mean? It's like it's free and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay.
I have no other place to get on. They said you could do all the time you want. I'm like, all right, I'm there.
Right.
I'm there.
Yeah.
It's me, Mo Ismail, and Hassan Phil's there, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 comics.
Yeah.
And Mo goes up first. I go up second. Hassan goes third. And it's like, I didn't realize how Muslim it was.
Oh, you underestimated it.
Yeah, big time. Because it was like, first of all, it was like the most progressive thing I've seen.
Oh,
It's hilarious.
right.
It was like ironic almost in a way.
Yeah.
Because they were passing the microphone around to everybody.
Okay.
And they'd be like, how are you getting through? The whole point was getting through the winter blues. You know what I mean? It was the whitest
Yeah.
little like workshop for
immigrant kids.
When I showed up,
Yeah.
everyone in there was black.
Right.
As I walked up, it seemed like, you know, those small mosques that like are
Yeah,
where a mechanic will be.
Yeah.
It's like that. What you don't know what's inside, and it's just a mosque. It's in
Okay.
one of those buildings.
Yes. Okay.
And it's a big hookah thing in Scarborough. That's on the DL.
Right.
I'm like, as I'm walking, I told my girl, I'm like, you're gonna be the only like white one.
Yeah.
here, for sure.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
And
right.
she's like, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
And then we go in 100%. And there was fucking like this. I don't know if this was in my head, but there was some disrespect. I'll leave it at that.
Disrespect towards your girlfriend?
It was almost like unconscious because everyone was like, it was that type of group. You know, you ever been around a group where it's like it's implied that everybody there is gonna end up marrying their ethnicity,
Sure.
and they all go to the Friday prayer.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, they all game Madden, but they're
Yeah,
like they
right,
don't
I
smoke
get
weed,
you.
they smoke hookah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of these guys,
Yeah.
and no beef. That was that for like 20 years.
Right.
More than that,
Yeah.
right? But like the guy, I'm like, can you get me water? 2 waters. And I'm with my girl, and the guy keeps only bringing me things, and I'm like, I don't even think he realizes that he's like not bringing her it.
Oh, right.
He doesn't even see what he's doing, and he did it like 3 times.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, can I get a can of dry? He's like, oh, I got it for you.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
no, I
yeah.
can grab it. He's like, I got it for you. It's like,
Okay.
he's like, you want 2? I'm like, yeah, 2.
Right.
And then he comes back with 1.
Right.
Like it's a
The
10-minute
woman
walk.
The woman doesn't need it.
And he goes, you want another? And I'm like, are you? I don't know if he's fucking. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't even know what's going on here. But like, he's like, I don't support this. And these are like,
that's what
these
you
are all
think it
guys.
was.
No, they're all born here.
Yeah.
It's unconscious. He was 100% good, but I'm telling you,
if you're saying if it was a Somali woman or Sudanese woman, it would be different.
yeah, he would have given her first.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
Yeah, or just a hijabi woman.
Okay.
Just hijabi. That's
Right.
it. You know, and a lot of them were not hijabi. But if she was Sudani, she could be not hijabi. There's a dynamic, right?
You should have given your girlfriend your jacket and make it into a hijab.
Yeah, right. I was like, wear this quick. They're bringing her tea and shit. What
Yeah.
else can we get you? But anyways, I go up. I didn't realize how Muslim it was, bro. Like Mo Ismail doing stand up made me
Yeah.
realize how, because some stuff just did not go off.
Right.
Like, well.
Yeah.
And then I went up and I started talking about Duxi. Like, did you have a Quran teacher
Yes,
when you were
yeah,
young?
we talked about
I
this.
started talking about
Yeah,
that
yeah.
experience. 'Cause
Right.
I'm like, who here went to Duxi? All of them went.
Okay.
I started talking about like the hypocrisy of like beating a kid who doesn't speak Arabic to
Yeah.
memorize
The Quran.
Quran
Yeah.
and not being taught the interpretation.
Okay.
Only being taught to memorize the words, no
Right.
interpretation
Yeah.
lessons, right?
Yes.
And I'm telling you, we're Sudani, so it's like we speak Arabic,
Right.
but we don't speak the Shakespearean.
Sure.
It's old.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Right,
Like I don't know what's really being
Where was
said.
the punchline in that joke?
Dude, no, I brought up the fact that that's
Okay.
hilarious. You fucking.
I'm thinking about
attack
it.
you.
No, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, where could be the punchline in that one?
There was no punchline,
Okay.
and I regret bringing it up because I started bringing. I'm like.
I'll figure this out on stage. Yeah.
But then I started making fun of Hafiz people having
Yeah,
the
yeah.
prayer
Oh,
mark. And
right,
then I
right,
started,
right.
I'm like, I saw a dude in the back just hitting his head, trying to get close to God. Like
not
people
bad.
watching him like, ooh, look, he prays a lot. Look at that. Look at the deep indent, dark indent in his forehead. That guy's close to God.
It does look weird.
But then I ended up halfway through, it's going bad, right?
Right.
It's going bad.
How long did you do?
I did 20.
Okay.
It's going bad.
Right.
And in my head, I have a new closer. Not even a
Yeah.
closer, but this new bit I'm working on. Did I ever
Yeah.
tell you the story of the prayer room
No.
in boot camp?
No.
Okay, well, you hear the bit on stage.
Okay, cool.
But it's a bit about how I had a prayer room in boot camp.
Okay.
And I just used it to jerk off.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Fair
Okay.
enough. And nobody bothered
No,
you.
halfway through, I was like, don't close with that. They're going to hate it. And then by the end,
Yeah.
it was like you were saying, I wanted to almost burn a bridge.
Yeah.
Bro, I closed with, I added there was so much in me that wanted to make it extra dirty.
Yeah.
That I added tags I didn't even know. I went back and recorded and wrote the tags.
Right.
It was such a like commitment to like a burning like and it actually smashed.
Oh, nice.
It smashed.
Oh, that's good.
And the girls are covering their faces and shit like that.
Damn.
And I'm like, listen to the Immigrant Section.
Oh, that's dope.
Bro, it was
nice.
actually sick. I felt so proud of myself
Nice.
for not like trying to do like a clean one at the end.
Or like not like giving, because now like, you know, like it happens like if you're not having like a great set, you're like, gotta bring it up. Like you gotta crush it some like, but sometimes it's like, it's not, you don't have to.
It wasn't meant to be.
Well, not that it's not meant to be. It's just like sometimes taking a seat back and just chilling out might make you crush it or not. But I try not to get trapped in that. Hey, gotta fucking destroy or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but still, every time I get up there, I want to do well.
Of course.
So I want to be like, I want them to hate their dad when I'm done. No, you know what I mean?
Of
like,
course you want to do well, but
I want to do well, but
yeah.
And you're totally right, by the way. All the Quran stuff, I kept saying that throughout the set later on. I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that Quran stuff, man. I lost you all there. And I would bring them back every time.
Yeah.
But you're right. It was totally unfounded.
Right.
And I said it out of the basis because I was shocking them a little bit.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be like, I'm just like you, baby. I'm like, we had the same upbringing. But like, I just said a statement rather than a joke.
Yeah.
And they're like, why'd you open up that? Why did you?
Oh, right.
I'm like, these kids don't even know the meaning. They're like,
True.
we don't like you now. People were like closing their eyes like a lightning bolt was about to come through the building.
But the overall energy was good?
Oh, by the end.
Okay.
Because of the ending.
Okay.
But like throughout it, people were like...
Oh, for real, eh? That's pretty like... I don't know how
people
many
came up after, like, bro, you're crazy. I was covering my mouth. I was dying in the back.
Yeah, nice.
All the like guys, the guys in the perimeter who can't be seen outwardly laughing at a religion joke.
Yeah. That's good. Like fully turn a crowd around.
I do not want to say I fully turned them around.
Okay.
I say the ending made it worth it.
Okay.
The ending was I try to end like I'm Bono. You know what I mean? Like I ended it like crazy.
Because otherwise you should be doing a stand up at the KKK rallies.
I'm ready for it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm up there like I get it. We're aggressive. I get it. You know, just
I mean, you want to hang somebody sometimes, right?
our dicks are bigger. I know. Fuck. I know. I get it. You know.
But there's commonality. All right.
But that was an interesting experience. That made me like excited as fuck because I was like, it had all of the roller coasters of feelings in it. I was like, I got this audience. Because Mo got started without a host.
Oh,
so we had a very cold intro.
Okay.
He had a good set. He didn't like offend anybody. He made sure not to offend
It's hard
anyone.
to like. You have to like kind of lift off. Like,
Exactly.
So
I'm
lift
like,
off is the toughest.
So in my mind, I'm like, he just did his set, so I'm greased up.
Yes.
To go in here.
Right.
And I'm gonna turn this into like a banging show. And I went in with this energy.
How many people were there?
It was like packed, but they spaced all the seats together. Probably 60,
Oh,
70.
that's decent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in a room that could hold 200 easily.
Okay.
But every seat was filled because they took the seats away and spaced them out.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not getting all that like echoing effect, but still like very well populated.
Right. Okay.
But like it started off like I'm gonna kill. Like, oh fuck, why did I say that? Oh shit. Okay, you got him. Oh fuck. Okay, just don't close your back. Oh shit. Oh, here we go. Oh, fuck it. Ah.
So it was like a jerk off experience.
It was incredible, bro.
Yeah.
And now we're about to fucking lose that all again. I want to move to New York. Like, I if I had 10 G's right now or 5 G's to kick off the lawyer visa process, I do it. I would have done it this week, right when they did those restriction announcements.
Okay.
It's like, oh fuck, living here. I can't.
Okay. You just need 10 G's?
Apparently you need, I asked a bunch of comics, there's like a lawyer who does it and it's like 10 G's and it's like 5 up front.
Okay.
And then they got to put together your whole like for Canadians, it's bullshit. For Canadian performers trying to go to America, it's like a super involved proof of like talent and competency and like fame and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You got to have articles written and that you can reference and this and that and this and that.
Right.
But Americans, they can just kind of like
come over whenever.
Yeah. I think they like apply via an app on the way here,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah,
but apparently you kick the lawyer off with 5 G's.
Yeah.
and then give them 5 on the other side, and you can get denied too. Like it's that whole fucking
that's
stupid
other
American.
Oh man, you
like
can get denied too. That's fucking
like the
annoying.
abyss, the Department of Homeland Security and issuing visas.
Yeah.
That's just a black box of
Right,
like
right,
we'll
right.
deny you, and
Yeah.
we just didn't feel like it.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. And then you apply again, and you're like, oh, this time maybe.
I told you when I applied for a visa to enter America,
Yeah.
my title was program manager.
Right.
I got denied my visa when I went there with all the necessary paperwork.
Yeah.
The basis for it was just human discretion. The guy at the booth was like, "You're not coming in to manage Americans."
Oh.
So I had to go back and
then
hire a
change your-
lawyer.
Yeah.
And the lawyer's like, "Oh, you just changed program
back.
engineer or program manager to program engineer."
Oh, right. Okay.
The motherfuckers just won't let you in if you have the title manager out of some ego dynamic thing.
Right. And the guy at the border had that power.
He denied me.
Oh,
fully denied
shit.
me, and I had to go hire a lawyer like $1,500 just to stand with me and fill out the document, just to
damn.
stand with me.
Shit. Okay.
And this time it was all legit, but like that was the only difference.
That's annoying.
That it's like a fucking monkey in like an outfit.
Yeah.
It's just like no monkey, no, or like manager, no. You Canadian, you only associate.
Right.
You do not manage us. Like what the fuck is?
Yeah.
I'm here working for an American company. What do you care? I'm an
Right. I'm not
employee
gonna- I'm
for
not
an
gonna own the
American
company.
corporation. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't manage.
Yeah. Don't manage us fucking Americans.
It's gonna be the same bullshit. Like some guy at a booth, like reading my visa application. Abbas Wahab. I hadn't seen him on Netflix.
I know. Yeah.
Denied. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
That's it.
what's your Amazon special called?
Oh, actually, I'm thinking that if I'm in America, I'll be able to build my repertoire and actually gain the skill to be able to make it on Amazon. Ooh, sorry.
Sounds like you're not talented.
The
buddy.
requirements for the O2 visa require a special talent not currently available in the continental United.
You know when they give you, why don't you turn your car back? Why don't you turn your car back
Yeah.
around?
You know what? Did you drive here? Yeah. Is the car still running? Yeah. Keep it running. Yeah. Yeah. We look. Get the fuck out of here.
Sad. This crazy story happened when I was coming here. So I was parked outside the convenience store. Car pulled up in front of me. These 2 fat guys with chains and glasses and fucking rings get out of the car. And they're just like looking at me and then just looking at the street. Looking at me, looking at the street over and over.
They're like, we're going to do this thing?
I don't, and I'm just like, and I'm high. And I'm high sitting in my car. I'm just like,
And you just came from Maghreb prayer too, that's a problem. That is a problem.
So I'm just, I'm like, fuck. And then he starts walking over, and I'm like, I think I should lock my fucking car. So I lock my car, and then he fucking does one of these, the knock on the window.
So you're in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking. He's like, and then he's like, yes. And I'm
You
like,
Simon?
and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I don't think I should open. And he's like, is it okay to park here? And I was like, yeah.
You thought you were a parking attendant?
No, he just thought like there was a fine or some shit. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck his intention was, but I was nervous when I was coming here, and I thought it was his entertaining story. There was drama in there, and I thought I should mention it. I
Bro,
didn't shit
you
my
fucking
pants.
pussy, bro. Man, nothing happened. This guy, you're just high getting paranoid. Like, oh, fuck, they're coming. You go back, they never even looked at it.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, there's a car there.
It's just like a dad with his son. It's just, yeah, I was tripping.
Man, that reminds me, when I first moved to Michigan for engineering, 2014, I was staying in a hotel for a month before I found a spot.
Yeah.
And all my friends came to visit, and we all drove to Chicago. Like, first time in Chicago.
Right.
And one night, we're at the club in Chicago,
Yeah.
and I pulled the car around. I'm outside the club waiting for them to hop in. Some
Yeah.
guy comes, taps on my window.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, this is 2014, right? He goes, hey, are you Uber? And then I'm like, no, I'm a boss.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, he's looking at his phone. I'm like, get the I'm like, I'm a boss.
Yeah.
He's like, and he just walks away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck was that guy? Uber? Like,
Yeah,
kinda-
yeah.
And literally like a year later, I'm like, oh, Uber, fuck. I had no idea, bro. You know, there's a guy like that in 2015.
Right.
Some dude went up to him like, hey, are you lifed? He's like,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that happened. That I got at my buddy's place in downtown, and the guy did come up, and he's like, "You got my food?" And I was like, "I'm not the driver."
he's like, I'm not doing Uber Eats, sir. I'm doing regular Uber. Right? Hey, that's racist. If you want to ride, I'll take you.
That was my past life. Leave
The
it alone.
Asians are bringing the food, sir. That's racist.
I had this Uber driver a little while ago, and this guy was so chill that he put his foot up on the you know where the AC, like where the fan blows?
While driving.
Like he just had his foot up there. This is a chill that I haven't seen in Canada
Yeah.
yet.
You're like, hey, I like you, bro, so I'm gonna give you just a heads up. That's not really cool here. It's not seen as cool. Like maybe that's seen as like carefree
But you
in
know
mainland.
what? The only reason I didn't say nothing because I was like, I wish I was chilling like that when I was driving Uber. I didn't do it. He gets to do it. He's living my dream.
You're like too passive aggressive. You're like, I'll let the 3 out of 5 stars do all the talking. You know?
Well, no, I gave him a 5-star. He was a good guy. We had a good talk. They're always complaining about how much money they're not making. That's pretty much either that or when you talk to them, they're like, yeah, I just do this part-time.
That's a fucking thing that pissed me off by immigrants too, dude, is that like immigrants will say great job and give you 4 stars. Yeah, did I ever tell you about that?
You did.
I didn't tell you about that?
You did tell me
Pakistan.
about that.
I don't know if I said it on here, but I did a corporate gig for some like a Sikh real estate thing.
Right.
And I'm like, hey, here's a link. If you can give me 5 stars, it really helps everything.
Right.
And it's like, great. He was great. He handled the crowd and I had 5 stars on all my reviews.
Yeah.
Now my shit came down to like 4.7 or something. Like, you fucking idiots. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, people don't get, if you want to not give me 5,
Just
don't give me a review.
right.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Yeah. He's like, did this well? Did that just... No, something about him. No, not good.
Yeah, he wasn't Russell Peters. You know what I mean? Yeah. We saved 5 for Russell. You fuckers. I did, bro. It was great, too. What are you going to do?
Fun time, man.
All that shit's gone, though.
Dang.
That was just picking up, too. Like, couple corporate gigs here and there. Comedy. I was supposed to showcase for Yuck Yucks on 22nd.
Okay.
Canceled again.
Fuck,
First
man.
one got canceled first week original COVID.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shit was going to
Okay.
come together, bro. I mean, it'll all come back.
Yeah,
quote, unquote.
yeah.
But
Right.
now we just got to fucking pivot, make
do whatever you
make
can.
sketches or something. It's that weird time again where you have to find your identity as a comedian or whatever the fuck.
Sometimes you see people making too many sketches. You're like, just stop it. Just I'm just like, please stand up, come back, so I don't have to watch this motherfucker's sketch.
I know, right? I actually felt like that for a while too,
Yeah.
where I was just like, I don't need. I got so in the habit of like in the original COVID being like a video a day, right?
You were hustling hard.
Bro. I made like 200 videos.
Damn.
But then in the tail end of it, when people were coming back to life,
Yeah.
I'm like, here's a video at the end. People are like,
I know.
this isn't cool anymore, Fucking wrap it up.
Yeah, that's actually a fucking lot of work, man. A video a day, fuck. Because like I
That was a
doing-
Serb life, 2 G's a month, living like a fucking.
living like a king, a don. But I was
People are listening like these fucking broke punks.
we just took our crowns off, the Serb crowns. But I mean, I think I did like 2 or 3 a week, and that was more than enough. Man, I was tired.
Yeah.
That fucking shit.
But I would do them with like portrait mode on the phone.
Yeah, but like
I see you doing it with an SLR camera. I don't know if you do it with your phone but you have it on a tripod separate and you're editing.
Right. Oh,
I would do it all on the phone.
Okay, and just cut on the phone.
And I made a video where I'd edit every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, on the phone it's way, and now it's like, now I'll probably go back to some level of that.
Right.
Not as like sketch.
Sure.
It'll be maybe more of like, here's a thought or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is just like you don't need to like. In my head, I was like, you have to have something fucking grand. Like, you just gotta
Polished. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it takes.
Here's the thing: to get into the psyche of a comedian, we ask ourselves questions like you could do a million things. There's no there's no like blueprint for how to make it in this thing. So you're like, do I want to be the guy who's always coming up with funny ideas on sketches? Or do I want to be the guy who's getting engagement from just authentically being himself?
Right.
So it's like, do I want to come up with hilarious imitations and funny ideas?
Right.
Or post videos of me just talking
Right. Something.
authentically like this?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know because let's say you cut this and you
Right.
drop it and it has a lackluster response relative to me being like, Sudanese be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Right.
One of them is way easier to do because you're just yourself.
Yeah, I'm thinking of I have like this baby doll at home, and you know all these new trends that happens, the new songs or whatever. So I'm just gonna make the baby dance. Fuck it.
Watch it be the most successful thing you've ever done.
It might be.
That's how it goes, bro. You can't predict it.
Yeah.
You ever do something? You post something. You're like, well, this is I'm mailing it in, and it kills.
Yo, the one thing that I did post that was retarded was this in the Bollywood actor called Sunny Deol. He was pretending to hit a boxing bag and he was doing it so bad. And he's like mad at his dad and he looks so out of shape. And he's like, I'm going to come back from retirement. And then he looks so fat and you're like, oh God, this is so bad on so many levels. But it just killed. It also killed because at that time, because those guys, this is important. These
Drum roll.
These Deols, what they did is they profited off Punjabi culture for I don't know how fucking long. Like they've been pretending, I think they are Punjabis or they're pretending to be Punjabis, one of those. And they've been doing Punjabi movies all this time. And when the whole farmer thing happened, they didn't say a word.
And they got outed?
People were just mad at them.
So every other actor said something?
No, a lot of the actors didn't say shit.
So why are they mad at them only?
Because that guy did a lot of Punjabi stuff. And I think he is...
And he's Pakistani?
No, Punjabi, Sikh.
Okay, but Punjabis can be Pakistani too, right?
Yeah, but not Sikh.
I Googled it for my Punjabi bit.
Not, I mean, there are a few Sikh Pakistanis, but not that many. It's mostly Indian.
But Sikh is mostly Punjabi.
Sikh is all Punjabi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sikh, Punjabi can be multiple things, but Sikhs are always Punjabis.
Sikh is usually Indian.
Give me the Venn diagram here with circles.
Okay, I'll just show it to you.
Okay.
Sikh is usually Indian and Punjabi.
Okay. Is Punjab a state of India?
Punjab was a state in India and Pakistan both. That got separated.
Gotcha. Okay, so if you're Sikh, you could be anything, but
it's most likely you're Indian.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are
a tiny bit of it is in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so that's why like people were pissed at him.
Because kept his mouth shut.
Yeah, he didn't say nothing. And I posted a video of that saying some shit or whatever.
And they're like, and all the people are like, okay, good. Hassan Chaudhry is a good one.
People were pissed at him. Shit. That was my best video.
How are the celebrities over there treated versus the celebrities in like Hollywood?
From the feeling that I get is like they put them on this like retarded pedestal. I got this like one friend of mine. He like pretty much like thinks their shit doesn't stink.
Like they're gods.
Like they're just like better than you. And
I could see it.
It's annoying though. It's just like you're like, I don't know. I mean, it's just like annoying to think that way. I don't know. Yeah, but that's the way they think.
Like, people in Bollywood, do people leave Bollywood and go into politics and everyone votes for them? You know what I mean? What do they do when they're out of the game? Are they just like business owners?
Well, that's why most of the heroes or whatever, the main actor are still the same main actors. Like they're like 55, 60. And they're still like coming in as like these young 20, 30-year-olds.
Actually.
Yeah. Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan.
Are they all the Khan family? Which is like a billion people?
Yeah. A lot of Khans. Akshay Kumar.
And he sings?
I can't think of a sing.
Damn, not one. They're all teachers.
Yeah.
And G2 instructors.
Yeah. A couple of bus drivers.
Yeah.
A couple of Apus. Right.
Apu, not gone but not forgotten. Hank Azaria, shout out.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what they do, and I think a lot of the I've been reading like seeing is like a lot of the gang influence or whatever is in the Bollywood or whatever too. I don't know. They're all paid off. They're all fucking They're all paid off by somebody.
Who's the biggest Bollywood star right now?
I think Shah Rukh Khan might be the biggest.
Shah Rukh Khan. He sounds like a fucking like hero and villain at the same time. Shah Rukh Khan. How is this guy not in regular Hollywood yet?
I think he did do some cameos here and there. Yeah. He was on the David Letterman show or something like that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Is his English solid?
I don't know. I think it might be.
You've never heard him?
I've never heard him in English because I'm too busy watching his movies in Hindi. I don't know. But I mean, I think he's the biggest one.
Dude, I saw this guy's real estate billboard in Brampton, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This guy.
This is like the top guy.
This is the top guy.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
bro.
fucking like for decades.
For a while now, I have to say at least 10 years. This or maybe Salman Khan.
Damn, 27 million followers Instagram.
So this guy's still like, I mean, obviously he also plays the main actor and he's like 50 something. There's also Salman Khan and he's so old and he still tries to do like young person dance moves and shit. It looks retarded. You're like, bruh, like
he has a paramedic.
Yeah.
immediately off a frame, just waiting.
He needs to do like a 30-minute yoga stretch before, I don't know, getting on set.
You could tell Robert De Niro, they had a whole medic team, like just on stand, doing the Irishman.
Yeah.
They're just like, here he is. He's stepping. He's stepping. They're on like walkie-talkie. Be on standby.
Yeah.
Weight is transferring to the right knee.
I could see it. I could see it. Yeah. But that was worth bringing up. In my opinion.
gotta land
Cultural appropriation happened in Southeast first. South Asia.
You don't even know which one, bro.
I know. I'm fucking.
Some next comedian's going to make a video about you not knowing which
Hopefully.
one on this podcast.
Please. Yeah. Do it. Yo, shit.
Imagine the day comes when you've been in the game long enough, people are making hateful videos about your reaction.
I know, right?
Hassan Chaudhry drunk at the so-and-so.
I have so many, like sometimes I'm like, I have a lot of fucking content out there. And if somebody wants to, there's been a few people that have made compilations and it feels weird. But like, yeah, people are going to be, if they put shit together, yeah, it's going to be.
Hassan Chaudhry loses it at corporate gig, televised. Viewer discretion is advised. You fucking bitch, I'm an engineer. Don't forget that, you fucking pussy. Yo.
So you guys don't like that one, eh? All right.
Yeah.
So how about this one?
I made $2 million on Jumanji 9, bitch.
Oh man,
Hassan Chaudhry.
I was just telling. I was at a show a little while ago in Oshawa, and I was telling these whores to shut up because they wouldn't shut up. So I told them,
As whores do.
Whew, a lot. And you know what's annoying a lot is those the white girls that talk the Somali accent or the
Like
Toronto
the Toronto
slang.
man.
Oof, bro, and especially when they're hot.
They always got. I feel like the better handle you have on the Toronto man accent, the longer your lashes are.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
True.
I feel like those are directly proportional. Like you see long ones, you know she's gonna be like, first time. You're gonna walk by.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's just a fucking like animal sound, like livestock.
There's gonna she's gonna come out of the corner like a rat.
For time those
man. Yeah, that's
dealing with
that's
that.
annoying.
Yeah, when you talk about them, you're like, you know what, the lockdown's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? I haven't run into that character in a little bit, and I'm fine with that.
Well, that and when they're talking in the front, shut the fuck up.
Nothing scarier than a hot chick with a Toronto man accent. It's like the confidence.
The confidence.
It's off the charts. It's over 9,000. You know what I mean?
And if there's another dude to protect her dumbness,
I know. He's like, let her say what she's gonna say, bro.
yeah,
Let her say what she's gonna say.
What do you mean?
And she's actually funny. That's the nightmare. The heckler who's hilarious.
I haven't had that yet.
You've never had that?
No.
Oh, the heckler who's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a nightmare.
I've got a heckler story. One of the comedians, you know, Jose Guzman or whatever.
Yeah.
So he was he was at the show, and then he was making. He's like, you're retarded, whatever. And then he was like, oh, fuck you.
We got a standing ovation.
I was dead. I laughed at that one pretty hard.
Okay, brother, you want to land the podcast?
Let's do it.
Let's try to make this mic. Second last time we're getting on stage, as always. Hassan, look in that camera. Show the motherfuckers where to find you.
Hassan Chaudhry, great guy everywhere.
There it is. Hassan Chaudhry, great guy everywhere. From my end, follow me on all the socials at Abbas Wahab _. Check out patreon.com/the Immigrant Section for bonus episodes.
Support.
And we got no shows to fucking drop. We got nothing. Just stay tuned for this episode and the next episode. And don't be surprised if you see Hassan on the podcast a lot more, huh? I got you committed now, bitch. Yeah. Until next time, y'all have been great. Peace.